Hello again. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC. And right out of the gate, I just want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. The premiere video that I did the interview with local prepper just released probably a few hours ago from when I released this video. So just want to say a big welcome. And all these interviews that I have done and the ones that are coming up, these are all really fun to do, and I do this because I believe in the prepping community, and I want to build that because there's something to take away from just about all these different channels, and I want to be able to introduce some of them to some of the people. So maybe what I have doesn't fit your needs on a certain topic, but one of the people I bring on can, and so I want to make that connection and bridge that gap and build the community. So that's why I do it. So just a preview, I have tomorrow I will be doing a interview with Nicole from Living Free in Tennessee. That interview will actually be a little later in the evening. So depending on my internet connection and how fast I can edit, that interview may go up on Monday. We will see. Now, I have next week, I have JK Bushcraft, or I'm sorry, man, Justin, I'm so sorry. JK Survival Bushcraft. And then I have Southern Tier Prepper that I will be doing an interview with, as well as the Wednesday edition of Workshop Wednesday live stream. And then we will go into Thanksgiving. And I'll make all those announcements over on Facebook page. So if you aren't joining me over there, and you have Facebook, I encourage you to go check it out. The link to the Facebook page is down in the description. But without further ado, I'm going to jump right into this. Now, I have changed the thumbnail because this is going to be the first of the just report headlines. So, no particular order. And this might be a little short one because it's a busy day today, and I just kind of picked out some of the interesting stuff. So, there is pictures and videos of Jordan sending a massive amount of troops and supplies as the Jordanian army declares a state of combat readiness as they mount up on the border with Palestine. So, data point, okay? We don't know what the reason of it is. This could be kind of like Estonia, shutting off its borders and putting up some things. It could just be a defensive thing. It could just be a readiness thing. It could just be a drill, or they could know something that we don't. All it is right now, it's just a data point, okay? Keep it in mind. Next one I found was interesting. So the Australian naval divers was forced to exit the water due to what is being reported as suffering minor injuries after being subjected to sonar pulses from a Chinese warship. Now, that's an extremely interesting one. I'm kind of reading a little bit more into this. This might be a little hard to discover some of the details and specifics of it, but again, just a data point. Now, in the previous video, we talked about Turkey and them not wanting U.S./NATO in the Mediterranean and the waters around Turkey. But yesterday, the commander of the Turkey Navy has come out and said, quote, "We have blockaded 35 ships there," referring to the Med, "that some of them represent very serious obstacles that bring us to the brink of war." Okay, now that's really interesting. Now, I've been reading some of the comments and some of the other things that's going on about this, and a lot of people are kind of putting together that when Turkey went and visited Moscow, that there must have been some sort of a communication that if you don't blockade and you don't protect this area right here, then the world conflict is inevitable. So don't really know the reason behind it. Data point, okay? So I don't know anything about the 35 ships. I don't even know if it's true. I don't know if it's more than 35, less than 35. I don't know if it's zero. But that's a big accusation, and they're calling it serious. So it's just a data point. Just keep it in mind. Speaking of naval, there seems to be some reports and some kind of some pictures and other things that are coming out in supporting of this, that the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier appears to be departing the Eastern Mediterranean. Now, there was on the flight tracker, I saw one of them that you watch the plane come off the water, which would indicate it's taking off from an aircraft carrier, and it looks like it is kind of well on its way out. So, interesting if they're repositioning. Interesting, anything along those lines. The pictures and various things that have been posted on it does kind of seem to point that they're leaving. I don't know why they would be. Honestly, I'm kind of for them getting a little bit out, in my opinion, which I'm not a military guy at all. A aircraft carrier is for open waters, okay? It's not for those little tiny channels and canals and things like that. So I'd like to see the U.S. aircraft carriers get out to open waters. All right, let me get off that subject. Bringing it back to the homeland. So the U.S. Army is currently sending out letters to former troops saying that the removal of the requirement of the Charlie Victor 19er now means that they can rejoin the military. And I find that very interesting because if you want to put that in retrospect for me, that means that you signed up and got a job at where you work right now, and your boss said, "Hey, you have to wear purple," and you're like, "No, I don't want to wear purple." And they go, "Well, you're fired." Okay, so now you're doing whatever you are now, and then a few years later, your boss, old boss, reaches back out and says, "Hey, yeah, we X that out. You don't have to wear purple anymore. Why don't you come back?" No, why would I? What makes you stop or not do something like that in the future? So I doubt very seriously that probably any of them are actually going to rejoin. Next is reports are coming out that during the meeting in California that they had with some of the leaders and some of the Asian countries, that there apparently was a pact signed between the U.S. and the Philippines that is going to reintroduce nuclear power plants to the country. And I also find it interesting that as this is coming out, that the Philippines just suffered a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. So just data points, okay? And then to round this out, so there is a group that made a deepfake video of Elon Musk and then posted it. And the video of the deepfake of Elon was to invite Elon Musk to a forum in Moscow about deepfakes. And I thought, okay, maybe that's just a clever way to get his attention and get him to do it. Until you get to the end of the video where they ended it by threatening that if he does not attend, they will tank Tesla shares. Not sure that's bright or the smartest way to go about it. Each to their own. Data point. But speaking of Elon, IBM announced that it was going to remove its ads from X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And then shortly thereafter, Apple, Disney, Warner, and some other groups have announced similar moves to remove their ads and things from X. Kind of makes me want to join X now because the companies that I don't want to see advertisements from won't be on there. So, all right, guys, that's all I've got for today. So I appreciate you guys joining me. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love and support and everything I get. So more information to come, guys. Remember, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.